Namaskar everyone, a very good morning to all of you. So we were doing this chapter number 7, statistics, frequency diagrams, histograms, polygon and ojai. We completed the histograms part yesterday. We also did frequency polygon yesterday. We'll be starting with the new topic. We'll be starting with the new topic, that is frequency curve. Now frequency curve is just as same as the frequency polygon. The only difference is that the midpoints of the histogram, that on the midpoints on the top of the histogram will be joined with the help of freehand smooth curves. Now what is freehand smooth curves? That you will not be requiring the scale in joining the midpoints. You will have to join the midpoints on the top of the histogram with your free hands. So how is it made? Let's just see the example. You will be first drawing the x-axis and the y-axis. You will be then making the histograms. You will be then making the histograms. Like this. So this is how your histogram is going to look like. This is how your histogram is going to look like. You'll be marking the x-axis and the y-axis like this. On y-axis you will be having some variable, and on x-axis you will be having something. Then you will be marking the midpoints. You'll be marking the midpoints. I'll be taking some different color just to explain you better. Let's take this over here. Like this. Fine. So that you will be extending the line. You will be extending the line towards uh, in the second quadrant, in the negative side, the base of the x-axis. We will be extending that because we need to join the line. It will move on like this. Fine. Now you will be making the freehand curve. Now you will be making the freehand curve. Now how is this freehand curve made? How is this freehand curve made? Like, for example, this line is going to start from here. This line is going to start from here because this seems to be the midpoint. This seems to be midpoint. It is going to be like this, and you will be taking a shape of curve. And this is how your frequency curve is going to look like. Instead of using the scale and instead of using the scale, you will be using your hands only. It will be a freehand curve, and yes, at the top it needs to be in the shape of curve. At the top it needs to be in the shape of curve. So at whichever point it is meeting, the top of the bar, top of the histogram, at that place you will be shaping it in form of curve. So that's how frequency curve is made. That's how the frequency curve is made. Fine. So this is the only difference. Yesterday, what we did was frequency polygon. I will be making the frequency polygon in the same diagram as well. So how the frequency polygon is made, we'll be doing that afterwards. First, just practice frequency curve. Later on, we'll be making the frequency curve and frequency polygon on the same diagram. For now, you just need to do frequency curve. I hope you have understood this. So let's do the question then, guys, over here. You have got this diagram. You have got this diagram. Make a frequency curve of the following data: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. You have got age and the number of residents. You just need to make a frequency curve of this. You just need to make the frequency curve of this. So just quickly do this, guys. So let's see the solution then. This is the frequency curve. This is what you will be making. So on x-axis, we have got age. On y-axis, we have got number of residents. This curve you will be making, but on the x-axis, when you will be extending a line over here to the midpoint of the next value, like from 0 to 10, to the mid value is going to be mid value is going to be 5. So over here on the point of -5, you will be joining this line, and then again over here 80 to 90, on 85 it will be joining. This is how the curve will be closing itself, and this is how your frequency curve is going to look like. This is a freehand curve. This is a freehand curve going up, and then it will be joining the top, and then taking a shape of the curve from there, and then again coming down. This is how your frequency curve will look like. So with this, we conclude our next topic as well, frequency curve. We'll be moving ahead with the next topic, that is ogive or cumulative frequency curve. Ogive or cumulative frequency curve. Now, what is that? So, ogive or cumulative frequency curve is the curve which is constructed by plotting cumulative frequency data on the graph paper in the form of a smooth curve. So, we'll be just plotting the data in the form of smooth curve. There are basically two methods in this. One is less than method and one is more than method. So we learned in earlier chapters that how to convert a cumulative frequency into less than series, and how to convert that into more than series. So we'll be first required to convert the series into less than one and then the more than one. Then we'll be constructing two things over here. First is going to be less than ogive using the data, and then we'll be constructing more than ogive. So the series which will be having is, like, for example, over here we have a question. For example, this we have got marks and the number of students. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, we have got this. You need to convert this simple series into two different series. One is going to be less than type, and the other one is going to be more than type. You need to convert these series into these two series. We know how to convert the data into this form. So like less than 0, less than 5, less than 10, less than 15, less than 20, and so on. And similarly, more than 5, more than 10, more than 20, more than 25, like that. So first we need to convert the data, and then we'll be plotting the values. So first you just need to construct the data. That is the only thing that you need to do, and then I will be telling you how to construct the less than ogive and more than ogive. So first, just convert this table into less than series and more than series. So after completing the series, your table will look like this. Just check your answers. Whatever you have done so far, your answers should come as like this. This is the less than type series, and then we have got the more than type series as well. This is the more than type series. This is how your more than type series values will be. Fine. After doing this, now we'll be making the ogives. Now, how is ogive to be made? On x-axis and y-axis, again, you will be drawing a like this. For example, you will be making the x-axis and the y-axis on against the value of 5, against the 5. Like, for example, here it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like that. The value of 5, we are for making the less than type. For value of 5, the frequency is 4th, the cumulative frequency is 4th. So we'll be making a point here. Then less than 10, the value is 10, like that, and so on. The value will go on. So your less than type frequent ogive will move on like this. Your less than type ogive will go on like this, from bottom to up, Fine. This got this. And then the more than type will be coming from up. So it will be going like down like this. This is how a more than type ogive will look like. So on x-axis, you'll be marking the marks 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 like that. And on the y-axis, you'll be plotting the frequencies on the y-axis and then marking the points and then joining those points using the free hand, and that is how your ogive will be made. So I hope you must have completed the table. You must have completed a table. Just draw the ogives, and your ogive, your less than ogive will look like this. This is how your less than ogive will look like. Fine. And then we have got more than ogive. So first you will be drawing on separate curves, separate graphs. You will be drawing the separately, less than and more than, and then afterwards you will be drawing a combined less than and more than ogive graph. Fine. So this is how your less than and more than ogive will look like. Fine. Over here you have got the table. Then this is the less than ogive, then more than ogive, and then the less than and more than ogive together. So this is how you will be doing it. Just do it quickly, guys, everyone. This is the question, that this is the data that you have. Now you need to convert less than and more than series into the ogive form. And with this, we complete our chapter. This chapter is completed, guys. Thank you so much.